Ladies and gentlemen, I am your planetary defense commander, and every single month I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. The November fundraiser has begun. If you'd like to contribute, it would be greatly appreciated. I've only got $1,187 left to raise. All right, let's get to the news. Going with the times, because it is Halloween, this will have a spooky, scary, doomy bent to it. And also, over the last week, I've had major internet trouble, and in the last few days, look, man, I've been really depressed because the last few months, this period was bad, and then this period was bad. In my opinion, the last few months were really bad. And so, we haven't really done that great over the last 2 years. And as Planetary Defense Commander, I take responsibility for part of that. Now, hey, a scary, scary thing is that a lot of people have been saying all year, the worst month of the entire year would be November. And that's hard for me to wrap my head around because there was a point in January and February where we were losing 4,000 people a day, Americans. So, you would have to have a major cataclysmic event to exceed these levels. So I'm not necessarily agreeing with them, but I am pointing out that a lot of people are saying that. Okay. Another thing, like as Planetary Defense Commander, we need America, the United States, America, China, and Russia kind of to work together. The superpowers, and it would appear that is not the case, where China and the USA are clashing more than ever. Russia and the USA appear to be clashing more than ever. So we live in very strange days. Like there was a report, I'm covering all the news of the last week. Microsoft is sharing information about the latest activity observed from the threat actor Nobelium, which has been attempting to replicate an approach in past attacks by targeting organizations integral to the global IT supply chain. And so, the latest activity from Nobelium indicates the Russian nation-state actor is trying to gain long-term systematic access to various points in the technology supply chain. And so we're having major supply chain issues, and major supply chain issues will continue. And a question I keep asking, let's say hypothetically, China had done some very bad stuff to us in the last 2 years, or Russia had done some very bad stuff to us in the last 2 years. What would you do about it, man? You want to avoid World War III, but at the same time, you need to walk softly and carry a big stick. I don't know. These are crazy times, and the last 2 months of 2021 are going to be wild. And then you've got the third and final Saturn square Uranus on Christmas Eve this year. And the very first one we had around the February 14th, we had that major storm and the power grid got shut off. And then the second one in June or July, you had the major heat wave that killed 1,000 Canadians. And so we know we have a major boss fight coming on Christmas Eve. It's best not to guess, but if I did, who knows? It could be an American volcano. We know that we've seen the volcano activity in 2021 just continue to increase exponentially. So we definitely live in strange days. Oh, another thing, and as Planetary Defense Commander, I'm always telling people, hey, play defense. And even when Trump was president, I was like, hey, dude, virus around, play defense. And then now that we have a new president, I'm like, hey, dude, you should be playing defense because the virus is still around. And at your age, you don't want to catch it even if you are vaccinated. Anyway, there are reports that his press secretary caught COVID, and that's why she didn't go on the foreign trip. And, astrologers have said that the president is going to have a rough couple of months ahead. And no matter what, I maintain that we never want to lose a president. And even if we did lose a president somehow, that would make things even more unstable. So yeah, dude, these are crazy days indeed. Archaeologists unearthed 2,200-year-old mosaics in an ancient Greek city named Zeugma in Gaziantep Province in Turkey. They are unbelievable mosaics dated 2nd century BC, but incredibly well preserved and looks as beautiful and as stunning as the first day. And even then, just like we love women today, I loved women then, apparently. Or all I had in that village was women. Were they Amazon Turkish? I don't even know. We live in crazy days, man. We live in crazy days. Yeah, it's just so crazy having, our other countries just relentlessly go after our supply chains when, our supply chains are definitely weak, but supply chains are weak across the globe, I believe. And on top of supply chain issues, inflation is a major, major issue. And Jack, the head of Twitter the other day, said we were in hyperinflation, which we're not into the hyperinflation phase yet, because like hyperinflation on Monday, bread is $2. On Tuesday, bread is $4. On Wednesday, bread is $8. On Thursday, bread is $16. On Friday, bread is $32. And then on Saturday, bread is $1,000. And then on Sunday, bread is $1 million. So we're not there yet, but we are definitely in an inflationary upward spiral. I think everybody agrees on that. And so, yeah, we are definitely under the gun. Remind you again, Russia went into lockdown, full lockdown on the 28th for the coronavirus. They're having big problems. And they're going to be on lockdown for 11 days. And then parts of China have gone back in lockdown. And, some areas are seeing the coronavirus numbers start to go back up as we head into the dark winter number 2. And if you are out trick-or-treating tonight, be sure and check your kids' Halloween candy. This guy's cousin found the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand Franz in a Sarajevo by Serbian nationalist Gavrilo Princip inside their Snickers bar. So yeah, be sure and check your candy. Every day. Also, due to the pandemic and all things, crime is surging across the board in almost all states. So I guess they've taken to just posting no crime signs between like 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. to reduce. Will that help? Question mark. Elon Musk was worth like $20 billion in 2019 and is now going to be worth about $300 billion in 2021 because like everyone everywhere you go now drives a Tesla or gets their internet from Elon Musk's internet company, I guess. I do hope everybody is having a decent night, I don't know. Like I said, the last 2 weeks have been rough and the last few months have been rough. And I keep telling y'all, I believe that spring of 2022 is going to be good, but between now and there, there are going to be issues. And on top of, the Russia, USA, China thing, you have the Bitcoin thing where it's like you have crypto versus fiat, or since China shut them down, it's crypto versus the dollar in a big, huge battle. Lisa Abramowitz, the top 10,000 individual investors control about 1/3 of the entire cryptocurrency circulation. So, and, I predict that crypto will have major problems in December that will last through 2023. We'll have to check that out later. Hey, did you know the Semisfok is an active volcano in Alaska, 160 miles west of Adak, and it has been active for over 2 months. Volcanoes are spooky. I wonder how many people went dressed up as a volcano for Halloween. I didn't go out. I pretty much stayed here, laid face down on the ground. Like I said, the Planetary Defense Commander the last few years have been rough. And since Jupiter and Saturn entered Aquarius at December 21st, 2020, we've just seen them launching rockets and satellites daily. We're talking Japan, Russia, SpaceX, China, Europe, just bang, bing, bang, boom. Here's an interesting chart. This is Salt Lake County, which is, a red state. Talking about fully vaccinated rates or not vaccinated based on astrological sign, with the top 4 vaccinated being Leo, Aquarius, Aries, and Sagittarius, which is what I am. And then the bottom 4 being Scorpio, Virgo, and Pisces. So let me know what you are. Or don't, man. It's everybody's own personal choice. And like I've said the whole time, I am pro-choice. So, no matter what, I don't want to fight with anybody about anything ever again. Hey, Fraser Kane, new climate model suggests that Venus never had oceans. It's just like, I guess, all volcanoes all the time. Also, in major news earlier during the week, when asked about Taiwan, our president said that the USA would definitely defend Taiwan against any Chinese incursion, which was a pretty big deal. Chao Dang, Strawberry Soldiers, describes young Taiwanese who bruise easily, having been raised by overprotective parents. Not exactly the description you want if there were a war with China. I still think it would be all like hypersonic missiles and lasers and nukes. So if any major war actually ever breaks out, I think everybody would be dead in a short period of time. But you know what? And this is what people don't talk about enough, that, in the 50s, they had a thing called Operation Paperclip, where NASA took on thousands of German scientists and rocket engineers and put them, we took them. And so things have been really weird since then, man. Casey Dreyer, in the past 20 years, $1 out of every $3 spent on astrophysics at NASA was spent on the James Webb Space Telescope. Remember, it's taken them like 20 years to just build a damn telescope, which is supposed to go up December 18th, 2021. Yeah, things have been weird. And remember, if we'd never canceled the space shuttle, Elon Musk would probably not be the richest man on the planet. C'est crudas. We cannot even begin to imagine what is out there. It is likely stranger than our imagination. Because, scientists may have detected evidence of a planet candidate orbiting a star, our Milky Way galaxy, for the first time, outside of our Milky Way. The exoplanet is about the size of Saturn. Do you have any questions? Yes, I do. We can get to this later, deeper. As I mentioned before, China locks down Lanzhou, a city of 4 million, because of COVID. COVID is also surging again in the UK, kinda. And so everybody's, on edge and tired of this damn pandemic. Apparently, the U.S. has caused trouble in the South China Sea under the pretext of freedom of navigation, adding that China and other coastal states have the right to demand Washington explain why it sent a nuclear submarine to that area. This is kind of funny. China urges Evergrande, the founder, to pay debt with personal wealth. There's a company out in China called It's Real Estate. It's called Evergrande, and it's worth about $300 billion, and they have a bunch of stuff that they're supposed to build, but they are totally out of money. Remember, I think Lehman Brothers at the time was worth like $50 billion, and so so this is like 6 times the size of Lehman. And a lot of people I'm predicting a crypto crash in December, but we could actually see all markets crash in December, or they could just crash up. As Jack mentioned, hyperinflation is also a bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, the weekdays will be here in just 4 hours. El Krakatoa had a decent-sized eruption on the 26th. Sicily in Italy had some major flooding this week. Europe's had a lot of flooding problems in 2021, bro. All right, I'm going to do a couple of these spooky, doomy update videos tonight during the end of Halloween. Yeah, it's been a crazy year, man. It has been, like I said, the last few months, especially for Texas, we got hit really hard. And lots of people and astrologers are predicting that November is going to be the absolute worst month of the year. And so get ready. Stock up if you can, especially for the last 2 months. And just be prepared as much as you can, physically, mentally, spiritually. And if you can, ease off the political gas, whether you're on the right or the left. It is going to be a shitstorm, no matter what. And we were leading up to the America's Plutonian 1-year anniversary on February 20th, 2022, which is only 4 months away. And, Pluto, plutocracy means that you're ruled by the rich elite. And technically, while everybody's arguing over socialism, communism, capitalism, Republican, Democrat, it seems like we're definitely ruled by the super mega rich, man, the trillionaires. I've been talking about trillionaires, that we have trillionaires here on our planet since 2013, 2014. And it's true. Even the president mentioned that there are trillionaires out there. Yeah. And so, as the quality of life goes down, we see the super rich getting super richer. Are they front running the future? Or, do we have a Georgia Guidestones kind of situation? Have we just scraped the iceberg tip or whatever? I don't know. I don't usually get doomy and down and nihilistic and depressed and shit, but it is Halloween and people like to be spooky. So here's all your spooky information, part 1. But I have full faith in God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit, and Hashtag Fight Club, and I'm hoping somehow we get out of it and things will be better. But who knows? But do your best to enjoy every single moment, every single second you can, and be good to your family, your friends. Yeah. But, and I've been saying for a while, we live in an oil and a war economy. So they keep oil going up and they keep people fighting with each other about everything. Will we ever change and get past that? I don't know, man. And if so, will it be better or worse than what we've had? All right, stay tuned. And if you like the information I put out, spooky or otherwise, THORnews survives, thrives, and depends on your contributions to make it through. So if you'd like to donate, I got a mailbox, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. Only $1,187 left to raise for my November fundraiser. And November 23rd is my 9-year anniversary. So it would be great to make it to the 9 years. And I think I've done a good job, but it's up to you guys to decide. But I would just like to say thank you to everybody in Asteroid Fight Club for all the years and everything. You guys have been spectacular to me, which is why I'm still doing it. And I would like to say thank you to the Texas Angel, the Wizard of Oz, Alexis, Lauren, Richard, Barbara, Glenda, Arnica, Lightsoul, Dan, Marlita, Brian, Ann, KJ, and Max. And everybody else out there who sent me any good thoughts or good prayers or ever laughed at anything I've ever said. If that's one thing that's taken a heavy hit, it's humor. Lauren Waldhutter. In Hong Kong, all COVID patients must now spend a minimum of 24 days in a medical facility. That's crazy. Symptomatic or asymptomatic. So yeah, dude, this has not been a fun pandemic for sure. And we're not out of the woods yet. I'm hoping we'll be there in 2022. But we still have 2 probably pretty rough months left. So hang in there, buddy. Keep the faith. Stay cool. Don't give up. God bless everyone. I will talk to everyone very soon. Peace out. Stay cool.